parted on its own. Are you listening? But the question is, why Moses should go there? Exodus 19. In the 3rd month, after the children of Israel had gone out of the land of Egypt, on the same day, they came to the wilderness of Sinai. They came to the wilderness of? When we come back, we'll show you what we talk about it to be more practical, so that you don't have wrong imagination. Because when we say desert, wilderness, maybe some think about Bosidegi Nambruzi. Hello? For they had departed from Rephidim and had come to the wilderness of Sinai and camped in the wilderness. So Israel camped there before the mountain. There is a mountain there. There is a what? Yes, your Moses will be going there on that mountain. What a blessing. And Moses went up to God, and the Lord called him from the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. Now, there are two people. There is a house of Jacob and the children of Israel. So I'm included. Verse 4. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wing and brought you to myself. Now, therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then you shall be a special people. Underline that. Special treasure to me. Special who? Above all the people, for all the earth is mine. God owned the all what? Earth. In fact, all churches you see is God behind it. But now he's looking for a treasure people. Are you learning something here? He's looking for special people. And common. And what? I can't hear you. He's looking for special. He said the whole earth is what? But now I'm looking for treasure. People I can trust with things I cannot trust with everybody. When God gave me revelation, I said I needed 10 people to go with me to Mount Sinai. Is your name there? Don't say yes. Huh? Are you learning something? We are looking for a special blessing. Not just blessing. Are you listening, church? And you have seen what I did to the Egyptian, and how I bore you on eagle's wing and brought you to myself. Now, therefore, if you indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then you shall be special treasure to me above all the people. For all the earth is what? It's mine. The Chinese are his. The Europeans are what? But he's looking for special people. He's looking for what? Huh? Do you know how special you are to be here today? You don't know. You don't know. Sis, and you shall be to me a kingdom. God is not looking for members. He's looking for what? What is a kingdom? A kingdom is a country, a governing influence of a king over a territory. Influence it with his culture, language, and traditions. Are you listening? The governing. Now, God is not looking for a democratic. He's not looking for federal. He's looking for a kingdom. So it's a kingdom. Tell your neighbor, you are about to become a kingdom. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and holy nation. A kingdom, a country of priests. And a holy what? Nation. A holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. So Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before them all these words which the Lord commanded him. Then all the people answered together, and said, all that the Lord has spoken we will do. So Moses brought back the words of people to God. The question is, you are here today. Will you take every word God will say to Moses from Mount Sinai? Don't answer yes. Pray for the grace. Pray for the what? Pray for the what? The grace. Verse 10, then the Lord said to Moses, go to the people and concentrate them today and tomorrow. Let them wash their clothes. Let them wash their what? I can't hear you. Let them wash their. Tell them about, I need to do something. I can't hear you. Not just to carry my name to Moses, take to Mount Sinai. I need to wash my finances. I need to wash my Mickey, sir. Oh. It's a role to play here. And let them be ready for the third day. For on the third day, the Lord will come down upon Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people. Don't ask when the man of God is going. But when I go, you will know. Don't ask when. But once I go, what will happen? There will be a sign. In the whole nation, there will be what? My mom will have a what? Even Lobamba, there will be what? You don't want to say sign? You are angry now? There will be what? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. There will be what? Sign. You shall set bounds for the people all around, saying, take heed to yourself that you do not go up to the mountain or touch its base. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. Somebody want to go with me. Man of God, carry me. Do you want us to do burial tomorrow? It's a task now. It's a what? Don't worry, I will not die. Since you can't follow me, you too. Is Moses coming back, really? Yes, I'm coming back. Don't worry. 13. Not a hand shall touch him, but he shall surely be stoned or shot with an arrow, whether man or beast. He shall not be alive. When the trumpets sound long, they shall come near and the mountain. Where's this lady to read this? Is what a Bible? Yeah. Pindile Sheba. Likuphi libhayibheli lakho? Hambo lilethe. Gijima sis. Will give us invoice after the service. Can you rush? Verse 1 to 13. I'm waiting for you.
Ngelilanga lekuqala lenyanga yesithathu.
You are not reading papers. Read.
Ngelilanga lekuqala.
I want a voice that's reading the Bible. The voice is okay. You didn't put enough. I want gear number 1 when you start the car.
Ngelilanga lekuqala lenyanga yesithathu. Seloku sive sema-Israyeli saphuma eGibhithe. Sefika ehlane laseSinayi. Sathi kube sisuke eRefidimu. Sahamba saze sefika ehlane laseSinayi. Ngulapho sefika semisa khona. Sabukana nendzaba. Mose wakhuphuka waya kuNkulunkulu. Simakathe asetulu entsabeni wambita wathi, ubokhuluma esiveni saJakobe ema-Israyeli uthi, nakubona kambe lokho lengakwenda kumaGibhitha nekuthi nganethwala njani ngemaphiko elusweti nganiletha kimi. Ngakho-ke naniyawulalela livi lami nigcine nesivumelwano sami niyawuba ligugu lami emkhathini wato tonke tive ngobe wonke umhlaba wami. Niyawuba ngumbuso wemapristi nibe sivele singcwele. Ngulawo-ke emavi lotawufike uwakhulume esiveni saka-Israyeli. Ngakho Mose wehla wafika wabita bonke baholi besive. Onke lamavi nalemiyalo labeyithole kusimakathe wakwethula kubo. Sonke sive saphendvula ngalivilinye sathi, konke lokushiwo ngusimakathe siyawukwenda. Mose wahamba wayawubikela simakathe. Simakathe wakhuluma kuMose wathi, ngitakwehla ngibe sefini lelimnyama. Kona abantu batewungiva nangikhuluma nabo. Bese bayakwethemba njalo. Mose wase ukutshela simakathe konke lokwakukhulunywe bantfu. Simakathe wakhuluma kuMose wathi, buyela kubantfu ubatshele ukuthi batihlambulule lamuhla nakusasa bageze tingubo tabo. Ngemhlomunye babe sebalungele ngoba ngalelo langa ngindakwehla entsabeni iSinayi bonke abantu babuka. Kufanele ujube umyele lotungeleta intsaba iSinayi. Bantfu ubatshele uthi, qaphelani ningenyuki kuya entsabeni. Ningawutsintsi ngisho nemnyele wayo. Lowo loyawutsintsa lentsaba uyawubulawa. Lowo muntu kufanele angatsintfwa ngesandla, kodvwa agcotshwe ngematshe noba adutshule ngebujoki. Loko niyawukwenda noma ngabe silwane noma ngumuntu, nimbulale afe. Nakukhala licilongo sikhatsi lesidze, bonke abantu kufanele benyuke bete la entsabeni.
Thank you. 17.
Verse 17. Mose wabahola bantfu waphumela nabo ngaphandle ngenkambo kuyawuhlangabeta uNkulunkulu bafike bema ngaphasi kwalentsaba.
Continue 18, 19.
Yonke lentsaba iSinayi yasibekelwa lifu ngobe sibakade abesehlele etikwayo ngemlilo. Intuthu yenyuka njengentuthu yembuthuma yemlilo yonke intsaba yatamatama. Kukhala kwelicilongo kwaya ngekuya kwanza. Mose wakhuluma kuNkulunkulu wamphendvula ngelivi. Simakaze wehlela esicongweni sentsaba iSinayi wabita Mose kuthi akenyuke ete kuye nembala Mose wenyuka. Simakaze wakhuluma kuMose wathi yewuka uyekwexwayisa labantu ukuthi bangawenci umnyele kutewubuka mina Simakaze ngoba nabangena njalo linyenti labo litakufa.
Thank you. And Moses, verse 17, brought the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Now, Mount Sinai was completely in smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. Its smoke ascended like smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. And when the blast of the trumpet sounded long and became louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him by the voice. Have you heard God by voice? Not by dreams. Woo! What's happening? The way you are quiet, I'm worried. What's going on in your mind?
No, for this, no, I'm thinking about the whole passage, the Sinai, the fire, the smoke.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Now you are reading about it. You are about to see this happen. I told you this Moses would have gone to America, but God sent him in the only kingdom, absolute monarchy remaining, to do this. Sawubona.
Yebo baba,
Njani?
ukhona njalo.
Say it's time.
It's time.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. God told Moses to go to Mount Sinai. This is where he got the 10 Commandments. When you read Exodus 20, the 10 Commandments are the commandments that govern all the judicial system of the world. Maggie, how do you call it? Hague. The one where there was, how do you call that? International Court Justice. ICJ. And what are the laws? Thou shalt now, thou shalt not, thou shalt not. Are you listening? Are you listening? But now, the problem of the church, of the what? We are out of order. So when God saw that the church is out of order, he sent this short boy and said, go and put the church in order. Are you right? Huh? Then he said, go I think since 2-3 years ago, I told you I will soon preach the message called the 12 commandments, right? You remember I said that? And I kept quiet because I was waiting from. What was I waiting for? What was I waiting for? I can't hear you. So lambile. Huh? Same lambile. I can make a plan. I can make a plan, don't worry. I can make a plan. How many people are here? You should go and buy for me 5 buckets from KFC. We're going to eat KFC today. And it's Tulebona here, and they should buy me how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 big pizzas. Yeah, today I'm on it. Today I'm on you today. Praise the Lord. Tema China. Call to Lebona, look for the phone where the cards, look for the card written Moses. They should go and do that now. The gospel is continuing. Now we got strength. I said, me and you, we have strength now. I can't hear you. I didn't say you came for that, but we need strength. I too need strength, don't worry. The next moment now is very good. The next what? Now. So they went, Moses went and picked the what? The commandment. He picked the what? Now, I can't proceed with chapter 20. It is not biblical correct. Then it was right. Now it is wrong after Jesus came. Now, God, order and law, oftentimes, God start with the end and end with the start. I think in many cases you have got confused with your life because God show you the end where you're going. And then when you start, then you begin now to experience what He didn't show you. God, there's what you call predestiny. It's an English word. It is 2 words. 2. Pre stands and then destiny. So God predestined us before we were conformed. Before we were. So the problem now come to say is, many things in the Bible, the things in the Revelation are things you do. I told you, if you read Genesis 1 and you don't understand, don't open another chapter. The whole plan of God is in Genesis. Now, God had the first plan. What was the first plan? He wanted man to rule the earth, dominate it. But He knew the man might sin. That's why He had the Savior. God did not create Jesus. He didn't give birth to Jesus after we sinned. Jesus was. John 1 verse 1. In the beginning the Word was. And through Him all things were. Are you learning something? Huh? So God had a plan. Even to your business. If your business collapses, don't say I'm finished. God has a plan. Oh, you don't get this. Even when you lose anything, child, partner, don't bother. God has a what? If you know this, you would have not misjudged yourself and cursed God while you lose something. Look unto Job. He lost and gained more. Are you learning something? So God has good plan. He has a plan. He does not just do things. The things are going according to His plan. Are you learning something? So Genesis 1 is a what? A plan. Now let's read the word of Jesus. Then we go back to Exodus 20. Exodus 20. We'll start from there. Write that down in your notes. Are you listening? Remember, we are learning the 12. The 12. Don't be confused. I'm going to explain myself. Don't mind, after this message, there will be so much controversy. Even many great philosophers in the theology, they'll be perturbed. Are you learning something? So, come on now. Moses on mountain, God has come down and given him 10 commandments. But that 10 commandment plan, God, when he saw, that was given how many years? Jesus came 2,000 years ago. This, what you read, it was almost 6,000 years ago. Are you learning something? Huh? So the plan of 10 commandments was given a chance and it fell. Then Jesus came. Now, after Jesus came, that's where we get confusion. Now, what is the confusion? The religion tells you, since Jesus came, forget about law for grace. Grace didn't destroy the law. Grace came to give us another chance. When you break the law, you have opportunity to make it right. That's it. Are you learning something? That's for another day now. Law, what is law? Law, any country, God said, I'll make you a kingdom, a nation. There's no country without a constitution. A constitution is not to restrict the citizen and the leaders, but to protect and to guarantee their success. Write that down and never forget. Law are not to restrict you, but to protect you. Are you learning something? Huh? Now, you have property, which your neighbor doesn't have. The constitution protects you and your property. If I'm right? Huh? Nobody can come and drive your car without your approval. That's protection. Are you learning something? But if there was no law, you wouldn't park your car somewhere. Somebody will come and take your wife away from you, take your husband from you. But because of law, you can go to law enforcement and say, so-and-so took my husband, and the law will be after that person. Are you learning something? So the problem of church today, they are a disorder community. That's why they reject law. We want disorder. We want to live life anyhow. Are you learning something? We don't want to follow the structures. I put a structure, for example, and say, there is an office for the church. You hear what I'm saying? There's an office of the church, and there's a secretary in the office. And then, when I come, I tell you to come to me direct without going through the secretary. I've broken the law. I've put myself. So church cannot grow and achieve the mandate of God if we put law aside. This is why I told you the problem of the church we are having, the church grow to a certain level, but it cannot rise to a certain level. Financially, spiritually, influential, in dominion. Because of law, we left aside the law. The law are to protect we, so-called citizens, not members. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The law is to protect the leaders, which is the priests. The law is to protect God. I mentioned a person they should send.